I'll see you at Elk Country. Bye, Eel River. See you next time.
I'm doing a bouquet.
You're doing a bouquet?
Yeah. Running in this pretty flower. I saw a ladybug.
A ladybug?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful bouquet.
This campground is called Elk Country Campground because normally there's just hundreds of elk that roam in the meadows and hang out, and you wake up and you see elk everywhere. But there was a mountain lion spotting. So apparently it scared the elk away. So when we pulled up, we fell in love with this cute little woodsy site because there's all these trees and this little shed and all these flowers and everything, and there's a lake right up there. This morning the girls hung out back here in this little grassy area by the shed picking bouquets of flowers. And we didn't use the baby gate here either. We're experimenting with not using the baby gate, so campsites are actually getting more important to us, like the dynamics and the layout of a campsite. I want to be able to see them and hear them, and we want stuff around to be safe. Up to this point, we've been going through a heat wave, and we've been going through these hot valleys. So we've been trying to stay under the trees, trying to get the most shade as possible. But now that we're up right by the coast and right by Oregon, we found out right away that it got cold and it got all wet and muddy. The kids got covered in mud and trucked it all into the Airstream. So we decided to switch campsites because this campground, Elk Country Campground, gives you two choices: the meadow or the woods. So we're just gonna pack up and move. It shouldn't be too hard. We're getting really good at just packing up fast. And now we'll go see what the meadow's like. Well, Linden's really confused because the day we got here, it was daytime and this field was covered in yellow flowers just like it is right now. And then later, what was it, in the evening, or I don't remember when it was, but she went out here and she said, all the flowers are gone. Where's all the flowers? And I came out and indeed all the flowers were gone. I figured they mowed the grass or something like that. And then this morning we woke up and came back here and all the flowers are back. So we're so confused. Did the flowers close up and then open back up again? How does that work? How were the flowers all here one day, then not here the next day, and then back again the third day? How does that work? We're going to Gold Bluffs Beach, which the map said was about 10 miles away, but it was going to take a half an hour. We didn't know why. Now we know why, because you turn up on this really bumpy dirt road. You have to turn your headlights on because there's so many trees, and you go up and up and up, and the car is so bumpy that everyone's going, And soon we'll be at Gold Bluffs Beach. Look, there's an elk on the beach. I've never seen an elk, I don't think, but an elk on a beach.
Hi, little cutie mama elk. Hi, little booty. A crab hand.
A claw.
A claw.
A little teeny claw.
We're at Gold Bluff Beach, and it's a big, beautiful beach with not that many people at all. And the waves are really big and loud, so Olive was scared of that, and she only wanted to be held down by the water. So we came back up here to be a little further away from the waves for her. We've never seen a beach quite like this before, just the vastness of the beach and also the cliffs. There's redwoods right up to the edge of the cliffs, and even some that have fallen over. Linden spotted that right away and said, look, a tree fell off the cliff, and it was kind of like hanging upside down. This is called Gold Bluff Beach because people found lots of gold here. I don't know if they find so much gold here anymore, but golden nuggets.
What did you find?
I found clams.
There's something so satisfying about getting to the beach. I don't know what it is, but it's like after lots of driving and driving through different places and camping, it always feels like when we arrive at the ocean that we're at the destination or something. Even though we're still gonna keep going on, there's just something about it that makes me feel really good. The moment I spot the ocean, I'm like, ah. Right away, they built a sandcastle out of shells and sand, obviously. Oh, they take their shoes off right away. I don't know why I bothered putting shoes on it. My carrier has become a shoe carrier, not a baby carrier.
A pail.
We're feeling ambitious today, and we came to Lady Bird Johnson Grove, where there's a 1.4 mile loop hike. And that's kind of long for us, for our family, but we decided that we're gonna try it. The hike starts out a little bit uphill with a bridge, and we made it about 10 feet onto the bridge before Linden fell and hurt herself. She tripped over her own shoe. I don't even know why Maple started crying, but she only just stopped. We made it about 30 more feet after Linden's fall. And now everyone wants to stop and have a snack. We're about 50 feet from the car, but we need to take a break. So we're gonna see how this hike goes. We've got a whole almost mile and a half to go.
This is my home. This is my apartment. And that is the kitchen. This is my bedroom. Echo.
Echo.
Echo. Echo. Echo.
That's a good echo.
So we're in an area where there are 3 state parks and 1 national park, kind of all next to each other. So the way we kind of planned what we're doing is we wrote a list of all the things we wanted to do, and then every day we just kind of see what fits into our day best. And so far, everything we've done just has happened to be at a state park and not at the national park. So today we made an effort to get to the national park and do the Lady Bird Johnson Grove Loop Trail. So this is Redwood National Park. We're in it right now.
Olive, what are you doing? What's Olive doing?
Backwards.
You're walking backwards?
Yes. Kids.
Well, what's been going on with us in Airstream life is lots of potty stuff. Whoa, Olive.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! We taught them to say ta-da after they fall instead of crying, and it seems to be a really good trick because they get excited after they fall to go ta-da! Now that we're in the Airstream, we're in a composting toilet, so Maples had to kind of relearn her potty skills. And the composting toilet's definitely more complicated because you go one type of potty in one part and the other type of potty in the other part. So she's really got to learn self-control. If she has to poop, she has to open this trap door. And then if she has to pee, she has to close the trap door. So there's a lot of stuff. You know, it's kind of like driving a stick shift versus driving a manual in a car. And Maple's only 3 and she's driving a stick shift potty and she's doing really good.
Whoa, you lost the way. Whoa, your brownie sleep.
Cheese.
Tea. I'm done.
Are you all done?
You want to jump? This week has been basically what we've been dreaming of for the past year while we've been doing our full-time travels. And all 3 girls are actually big enough to do the hikes with us and really get something out of it. Our goal is we want to see a little bit of every national park in the country. So this is another one we can check off the list. Is that the log dance?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I don't know if it was a good idea or not, but I decided to tell the girls about mountain lions. Apparently mountain lions are especially interested in getting little kids. So we're really trying to keep our kids with us when we go hiking. I don't want to scare them about nature, but at the same time, it's nice to have their cooperation.
We're finishing up the Lady Bird hike, and that was so successful that we're even thinking about doing a second hike this afternoon after nap. Olive, come here, picture time. Cheers.
Look. See you, Mabel?
Yeah.
Can I tickle you?
Yeah.
So one thing I've been trying out is to be more hands-free with the cameras and the kids. I've got this heavy camera with a mic and everything. Kind of takes up my hands, and I've been using this backpack for a camera bag. And I end up taking the backpack off and opening it up and putting the camera in. And so I came up with this cool little idea. I want to show it to you. So the camera has a little ball that attaches to it. And this piece that goes on my belt acts as like a funnel. And it catches the ball, and then it slides in there and locks into place with gravity. So it's really easy to snap in there. And then to release, you just pull this tab up, and then you can lift the camera out. And I can do that with one hand. Hey, Linden, come here. Watch how I can pick you up really fast. See how fast I did that? Where did they come from, these flowers?
They come from California. One plant plus two plants is one plant.
One plant plus two plants is 3 plants.
No, 2 plants.
4 plants?
This isn't even an official trail or hike or anything, but we were driving past and there was a sign that said big tree. So of course we had to pull over to see what the big tree was. And then once we got out to see the big tree, there were other signs pointing in different directions with arrows saying even bigger trees over there. So we just kept walking and we're just seeing bigger and bigger and bigger trees everywhere we look.
Wow, it is even bigger trees.
This is my raining tree. It makes music, and it has pretend apricots on it. It has apricots on it, and I pick them, and I eat them for dinner.
Peekaboo! Booger, get your finger out of your nose. Smile, Linden. This trail is so fun because there's just so many huge ancient trees that all have really unique characteristics. Like this one has a cave to enter it. There's one over there where the roots kind of grew up so it became a ladder. Like every tree just has something really unique about it and something that's even more fun than a regular playground. So we're just going from tree to tree and playing on them like as if they're all each individual playgrounds. Papa's changing out the composting toilet. We're packing up to leave, and just as we thought we weren't going to see any elk at Elk Country RV Resort and Campground, we look out the back window of the Airstream and this field is full of elk. I mean, they're kind of around the perimeter hiding. I don't know if you can see. They're there, but I'm sure the wide angle lens is making them look really far away. One's looking right at me right now.
Come back.
Maybe they don't get enough human interaction.